Okay, let's get started here. What we're going to talk about today is this. We have the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. And many people out there are using the unconscious mind, okay, because of the fact that they haven't learned how to really tap into the subconscious mind, where all the information is. The subconscious mind is like what you might call the Akashic records, because everything that you know, everything that you've done, everything that you've seen, heard, whatever, is stored in the subconscious mind. But the problem is that your mind, not your subconscious mind, but your mind is based on concepts of what you're taught and perceptions. Because whatever your perception is, that's your reality. Okay? Meaning this is that your concept of things and your perception of things have been given to you by way of either school, by way of your parents, by way of your environment, by way of the church, by way of the government, by way of the television, all these different things that are outside of who you really are gives you your perception of things and your concept of things which you buy into. You follow? Meaning that if your concept of God is that from a Catholic view, then that's what you believe. Or it's from a Baptist view, that's what you believe. Or it's from a Presbyterian or a Methodist or Episcopalian, whatever concept or whatever perception of the view that you have been given of what you call God is what you accept and what you believe and what you act on. But those are all perceptions. Now, if you want to find God, what does it say in your Bible? It says, where is the kingdom of heaven? It says the kingdom of heaven is where? In you. And if the kingdom of heaven is in you, then where will you find God? In you. But when you go into your subconscious mind and you dig things out and you look at things, what you're going to find is that you will find the God in you of what you're looking for. Not outside and not out here anywhere, but God is in you because that's what you're told. It says, I am in God and God is in me. So therefore, if you want to really find God as you want to really do, then you have to remove all the conceptions. You have to remove all the perceptions, all the things that you've been told by way of the church and other people, and go inside and find the God that is you. Because it says what? The kingdom of heaven is you, and the kingdom of heaven is where God dwells. That's in you. But your perceptions tell you something different. So you're busy looking for God outside of yourself. But the minute you tap into your subconscious mind, and I mean going deep, because there are things in your subconscious mind that if you go deep enough, you'll bring out and you'll find out some amazing things about yourself that you might find useful in helping you to become a better person. You follow? So this is part of what the subconscious mind's job is to store information for you. So when you get to a certain point, you're able to go back into it and bring the information forward and use it to benefit you. Now, what I'm going to do in another tape, maybe down the road, I'll give you some concepts. I'll give you some ways on how you can tap into the subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind is where everything is again, but you feed it negative information. When you say, I don't, I can't, I won't, I told you on the other tape before, that these things you're feeding the subconscious mind and you're not allowing it to be what it is for you. Because remember, you are in control, but you don't believe that because you're taught not to be in control. So therefore, you have to start thinking outside of the conscious and start thinking into the subconscious. Now, those of you who are out there who are unconscious, which means that your mindset is not that large, you have to wake up. You can be awake, walking around, moving, doing things, but doesn't mean that you're conscious. It means that you are walking around, but you are really one of the unconscious people that are out there. You follow? So you have to learn to step into, or you have to learn to get into the concept of thinking outside and going into the subconscious and start thinking and start using the information that is in there. Now, it says this here is that all of the information that you have from birth to now is stored in the subconscious. That's where it is. And once you tap deep into that subconscious mind, then you will start finding things that you thought you didn't know, but you do know. You see, people work against the subconscious mind because they become, I'll use the terminology, lazy. And when they become lazy, they rely on the conscious mind to do all the thinking for them. But you don't think where the subconscious mind will come and say, wait a minute, let me do this, because the same way the subconscious mind takes over while you're driving a car or performing some action that you've been doing over a period of time, that you're in control. You are in control of this, but you have to allow the subconscious mind to come forward and raise you above that in order to be able to think and say, okay, we're going to do this. This is how we're going to do it. And the subconscious mind says, yeah, you got it. Now let's do it. Not relying on the conscious mind, because you're taught to think negatively with the conscious mind. You're taught to hate with the conscious mind. You're taught to do things that are wrong with the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind tries to tell you, don't do that. Because whenever you get ready to do something, the subconscious mind gives you a warning. For instance, if you want to go rob a bank, there are steps to do with it. And each step, the subconscious mind saying, don't do it, because you got to get a gun. So you get the gun, say, I ain't going to do it. You got to pick a bank. You got to pick a time. You got to pick a day. You got to pick who's going to drive the gun. All these different things, all these different steps. In all course of doing this, the subconscious mind is trying to tell you, don't do that, because you're not listening, then giving you a chance to get away from and not having to do this thing. You follow? So you stop making the subconscious mind dumbed down when you can bring the subconscious mind up and you can bring it out and you can show yourself to be the better person, because that's where the real you lies. And you have to give yourself permission to do this. You have to say, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Today, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to work on doing other things and look for the God in me so that I can present it to the people as the God outside and how I want things to look and how I want things to be represented. That's what it is. So you have to, like I told you before, when I said the thing, Lose Your Mind Friday, I'm trying to tell you not to lose your mind and go crazy, but remove yourself from those things that are holding you back by way of not allowing your subconscious mind, and by you declaring it, saying that I have the power, because like I said, I am. And when you say I am, whatever comes after that, you are putting into motion. Remember, thoughts are nothing without the actions. So if you have the actions, you have the thought to do something, and therefore, and it's a good thing and a positive thing, and therefore take the action to make that thought a reality. If it's a good thing, and you can bring it forward. Okay? So stop believing in I'll say this word, this is my word, the bullshit that's out there, put out there deliberately by those people that are dumbing you down, that are giving you the false and wrong conceptions, perceptions, because the thing is that you can either conform or non-conform. If you're a conformist, then therefore you are going along just to get along. But if you are a non-conformist, then you're going to upset the boat. That's how people become successful. Those people that upset the boat. Those people that go against the norm, or they don't conform to what people are saying people should do. You say, well, I'm not doing that. Or you a troublemaker. You damn right. Because the fact is that I want to do things differently and make things happen in a way that's going to be positive. You follow that? So we'll go on with this another time. But remember, learn to tap into the subconscious mind. And in the next video, which is tomorrow, Thursday, I will give you some keys and some points on how to really tap into the subconscious mind and bring it forward, and you'll be surprised at what you're going to find. Like the Temptations said in that song, take a stroll through your mind sometimes. You'll be surprised at what you might find. Okay? Until then, until tomorrow, I want you all to remember this here, that the kingdom of heaven is in you. Everything is in you, not outside of you. And once you go inside and bring it out, that's when things are going to change. Until tomorrow.